It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bucs and the Birds on Thursday night primetime.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bucs in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. To return is Jadon Mickens. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. We get a peek at Tom Brady as he brings out this Tampa Bay offense. And Tom Brady in his 22nd season overall and his second in Tampa Bay.
After 2 decades in New England, a change of scenery, and another tremendous season culminating with a Super Bowl title. 40 touchdown pass in the regular season, and most since his record-shattering 50-touchdown season of 2007 in New England. He did have minor knee surgery in the offseason, but he said he's sticking with his plan to play beyond the age of 45, which is still 2 years from now. Look out, NFL. Tom Brady still wants to win.
Brady now on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
First down catch there by O.J. Howard. Well done, and he's got to be excited because he missed a lot of the fun last year after suffering a torn Achilles back in Week 4. But his head coach, Bruce Arians, says the sky's the limit for him in 2021 after rehabbing in the offseason.
On first and 10, here's Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where...
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Wilson.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, for the first time, we get our look here at the Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts, the second-year quarterback out of Oklahoma.
A lot of expectations for Jalen Hurts this year, but he has the support of the franchise, including the man who owns the franchise. Had a 4-game audition at the tail end of last year and did enough that the Eagles sent Carson Wentz to Indianapolis. They're expecting Jalen Hurts to be their quarterback of the present and the future.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second and goal, Hurts to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Hurts.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. William Golston drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And according to our friends with Next Gen Stats, that sack occurred in a mere 2.1 seconds. Good luck trying to avoid that. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense.
He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately, he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Brady. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding them to a short gain.
Now Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Brady to throw again. Oh, he can't get away. Brady to go down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
And as we all remember, 2020, not the greatest of years for the Eagles as a whole, but you certainly can't pin it on their pass rush. They were absolutely terrific throughout the season. 49 sacks as a unit, the 3rd highest total in the NFL, much of it generated by their front 4.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Here's Brady. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that?
Let's go.
They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he will find his man on the outside.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
18 yards the gain for number 18.
And that was nice. Jalen Hurts to Jalen Reagor. Jalen to Jalen, and the Eagles are hoping to see much more of that. Just 31 catches as a rookie for Reagor. They're hoping that that number at least doubles in 2021.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36.
Devin White, the Bucs' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on this stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He's got Smith here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Oh, able to... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30. 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette,
88 yards, and the Bucs have taken the lead.
Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Brady now on 1st down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Brady. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Derek Barnett, his 2nd sack of the night. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Rager. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. An option handoff given to Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 68 yards. And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And he'll let one go deep for Howard. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Brady now to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's a good catch there for a first down by Antonio Brown. And in his career, at one point, he had 6 straight seasons over 100 catches. Not putting up those types of numbers now, but continues to be a favorite of Tom Brady, who recruited him originally to New England and most recently to Tampa.
Brady's throw complete there to Evans.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And Mike Evans has been the model of consistency and excellence. 7 years in the league. He's been a 1,000-yard receiver 7 times, the first guy in league history to do that. And he makes another catch there for a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. From the gun, it's Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point try now for Succop. And that makes it 14-10. That time a 9-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And the drive starts with a completion, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now Brady.
Open man is Jalen Darden.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette pushing through the contact. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Brady. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The Eagles coming out as they get ready and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 13.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Eagles send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Let's show him how to play.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs ready to take over once again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And Chris Godwin, one of those great unselfish players. Remember, he gave up his uniform number to Tom Brady when he got to town. He's kind of known as the 1B to Mike Evans' 1A in this Tampa Bay pecking order among receivers. He makes a nice catch there.
Brady's throw there, incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Brady to throw again. And a catch right side by Evans. A gain of 6 there on first.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Come on now.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing now is Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Got a man. It's Brown. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Brady now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll drop this off for Bernard. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. 2 yards is all they get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Succop's kick is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
That's what I'm talking about. Boom, boom.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if things continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 22.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They'll run with Sanders.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Sanders. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Derek Barnett in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
It's caught by Sanders. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down.
Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll drop to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. Fights him off. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? and that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
138 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
From midfield, here's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Fournette. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Brady going to throw. This is caught. It's Brown.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
All day, baby, all day. Woo! Let's go! Let's go!
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Hurts. And he finds his tight end. It's Hurts. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the draw, here's Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Bernard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down.
To Evans on the slant. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, Brady. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Evans. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down.
Into the hands of Darden.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brady to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arm's got plenty of life to it, and that was a thing of beauty there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it, and boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. Able to fight through one tackle. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
The return is Mickens. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
To throw is Brady.
They'll drop this off for Bernard.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Bernard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
That one,
Let's
a
go.
first down pickup of 8.
Come on with it, man.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Brady. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Brady now on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Let's go. Let's go.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brady.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And out now come the Eagles.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes in the field. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play develop, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this one is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A handoff to Fournette. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
156 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. A lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Brady now to throw, and he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Buccaneers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Suck up for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Now Pinion, the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 8.
Panthers 60. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Right here, guys. Fight 51.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's Hurts to throw.
It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught by the tight end, Hurts.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Ready? 51 to Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at the 20.
Big stop. Let's go.
He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 168 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Into the hands of Darden. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
It looked like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.